So here we are. Now, this video is about gears. I do have a question. My terremotto, okay, that is sitting there, the pin gear, the grab screw is pretty much stripped and gone. I can't take it out. I can drill it out, but I was hoping that I can put some sort of hardened steel pin gear. Would that help? No, because the spare gear without a slipper clutch is actually plastic. So I was thinking first I'll do the hardened steel, and then I do the spare gear hardened steel. And problem is that's gonna do a giveaway somewhere in either central diff, rear, or front. So, however, I do want to replace the grab screw because it is stripped. So I was hoping that Mod 1 will be the closest thing, but maybe it's Mod 0.08. I really don't know. So pretty much I'm turning over to YouTube, and maybe you folks can tell me which modification gear goes into a Redcat Racing Terremotto 1/8 scale. I hate paying you know, $10, $15, $18 for one gear, and you know, it's just not necessary. One thing I hate about Redcat is like they won't tell you what mod it is. I've called them, I've emailed them, I've texted them. You know, I've gone to their YouTube channel and all that good stuff, and got no results. So, folks, if you do know which grab screw goes in there, it might be wow, probably a 3mm, and the gear I really don't know. These teeth, they match very closely, but it's not it. Right now I have just a regular pinion gear, and she's smooth like a butter. So I have not tested the motor yet because it's snowing, raining, so I haven't had a chance, and I got other things to do today, so I won't be able to you know, take it out and see if that motor will overheat or not. It's kind of sad, but folks, if you know what gear goes in there, I would appreciate it. Which mod. These gears, of course, are useful for other projects, so they were not expensive. They were about $10. So it comes about $2 a gear, so I can definitely use it on something else, a different project. I'm trying to get either Emax or T-Max and make a project out of it. I would appreciate if I would get a T-Max because it's got that Ali chassis, which I really do like. And speaking about chassis and all that good stuff, if you can see, this piece keeps coming out. It's a plastic guard for the motor, so I'm thinking of just putting some sort of guard over this that way, some sort of steel bar where I can bend it, and it is hard enough when it lands on it that it will damage the body, but it will not damage anything else. It's gonna make it bulletproof. I wish they made a rolling cage for it, but that's not what it is. Again, this car right now is nice and flawless, or truggy, you might say, and we'll try to take it out for a spin and see what's happening. I have not played with the speed control system. It seems like it's working right this time. I have, of course, these wires were chewed, so I put electric tape over them so I don't get any shortage. And of course, one wire was chewed over here, so I also applied the electric tape over it. But my biggest question is, what gear goes on the motor and the motor plate? If you folks know the mod, I know it's a 17 tooth, but I'm not sure which mod it is. I guess Redcat uses awkward mods, but you know, they don't really tell you much. They don't give you specifications in the manual or anything like that, because they don't want you to go out there and buy different gears, and rather than that, keep it secret, and so you can go over to their website or, you know, their eBay and buy it, purchases from there. But as you can see, you know, this truck is ready to go. Again, I haven't had the chance to check this 1900 kV without a fan. Also, the speed control have not been able to check without a fan. So I'm hoping for the best. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I just hate having fans. That's pretty much my dilemma. And the 6,000 milliamps, I'm not really getting the time played that I was hoping for. And my previous videos, folks was saying, well, you know, you could have just kind of shove it in and it would fit, but I don't want to do that. I don't like my batteries being shoved and forced, and my wires all getting stripped out, because that's the main problem that I always had. So I left it like that, and definitely I'll do some sort of modification, which shouldn't be difficult. So eventually, soon enough, I will do that. I keep saying I will. I'm just busy individual, just like anybody of us, and it is kind of hard to get things done, especially when you have kids and a wife and chores to do, how-to-do list. Other than that, this piece, the guard, is pissing me off, because every time I yank on it, it doesn't even, I can't even use it as a handle, which kind of sucks, because of course the thread inside the damn plastic piece is done. If this was steel, that wouldn't be the issue. It would work perfectly. So modifying this, it's like not the easiest thing, but it is doable. I'll probably go over the chassis, put something over here. I don't want to make it too big or anything like that, but I also have to remember that I have batteries over here on the side, so I can't really take all that space. So it's a small space to work with. Maybe I'll think of something else, but I definitely want to put something from here all the way to the front to make it bulletproof. Again, we'll see what's gonna happen. It's hard to get things done when you got plans other than your RC. It should be getting colder in here, so maybe I have more time, because there's less thing to do when it's colder. Nobody wants to be out, so nobody wants to do anything. But yes, folks, so if you do have the idea of what gear goes there, which mod, more than welcome to comment. Of course, I always get silly comments like, oh, did you ever even had a speed control in your hand? Did you ever had a motor? Just unnecessary comments, but it is what it is. Not all of us are close to being perfect, so I forgive everybody that puts out a silly comment. But yes, I will finish this video and close it up for you folks. And again, if you got an idea of what that gear might be, let me know down below. And this is your first time in this channel, please subscribe and comment below. Alright folks, have a good holidays.